Hey, greetings, Wyzant students. My name is David Jeffrey, and I tutor um, organic chemistry and general chemistry, as well as a few other subjects for Wyzant. I have for many, many years. And I've made this introductory video just so you can see who I am, um, and so I can tell you a bit about my background. Um, the tropical island in the background is not where I am. I am speaking from my home office here in Atlanta, Georgia, where the weather looks nothing like what you see in the background. We have had very cold weather, like much of the country. It's better the last few days, um, but I thought that you'd rather stare at this beautiful tropical scene than my overgrown backyard in Atlanta. So anyway, where shall I begin? My original training, academic training, is in organic chemistry. I have a PhD in organic chemistry, which I started at Harvard and completed at Berkeley. And then I did a couple of postdoctoral research fellowships, all in organic chemistry at UCSF Medical Center and then Stanford University. Following that, so I again that's my original training and background is very, very heavily in chemistry, organic chemistry in particular. Shortly after that, I kind of unintentionally fell into the environmental field. And so really for the next 15 or so years and even to the present day, um, I do environmental assessments on chemically impacted properties, and I utilize my chemistry background very heavily in that work. I was an employee of environmental engineering firms, primarily in California, where I used to live for many years until I decided to go off on my own. And so I do independent environmental consulting, and of course I teach and tutor organic chemistry and chemistry on Wyzant. Um, I I love to teach. That's what I love. That's what I love to do. I am semi-retired. I don't teach full-time anymore. My last regular full-time teaching position was in China. I lived for a year and a half. It should have been 2 years, but then COVID popped up. But I lived and taught for a year and a half uh, in a um, in a city about 3 hours west of Shanghai by train, and I had a fabulous experience living and working in China and traveling throughout the country. Um, but now I'm home with my wife in Atlanta, and again I'm semi-retired, and I do this because I enjoy doing it. I do make a little extra money, but that's not why I do this. No one goes into teaching to make money, and if you do, you're going to be very disappointed. But I do it because I love to do it, and I'm a very good organic chemistry teacher and chemistry teacher and tutor, and I love helping students like yourself. What I offer in every instance for a new student is an initial free lesson. And that lesson can be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour or more in some cases. And again, I don't charge the student for that initial time because I want to make sure that it's a good fit. I want to make sure that what your particular learning objectives is something that I can in fact meet. And if it's any aspect of organic or general chemistry, the answer to that is almost always going to be yes, I can. But I do tutor in other subjects like ecology, and for those subjects, it depends. Um, but in any case, in every case, I offer that free initial lesson, so I can be certain that, and you can be certain that it's a good fit going forward. Um, that's pretty much it. I have a flexible schedule. Um, we can set up a regular tutoring schedule, or we can meet as needed. Doesn't matter to me. I'm very flexible in rescheduling. Again, I don't have a full-time job anymore. I'm happy to say. You all probably have a long way before you get there, but when you do get there, I will tell you it's pretty great to have time to yourself and schedule your own day. That's pretty much it. I hope to meet some of you in my Wyzant tutoring. What I generally do, just before I finish here, what I generally do, and Wyzant doesn't care. What I generally do is I have a Zoom Premium or Pro account, and that gives me access to first of all, it allows me to have Zoom meetings that go past 40 minutes, but also I get lots of other bells and whistles that regular Zoom free Zoom users don't. And Zoom tends to be a somewhat more stable platform than Wyzant's Whiteboard, and Wyzant doesn't care. But we do all of our billing and administrative steps and paperwork and payment and accounts. All that still all goes through Wyzant. I just tend to use Zoom as my virtual teaching platform. It's also a platform I'm very familiar with and very comfortable with. Okay, well, again, nice to meet you and hope to see you. And again, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, whatever it might be. And take care and hope to see you soon.